So I've just gone to my email address that I used to create my Google account and click through the link, and I'm now able to manage my Google account. So I can start setting up my blog at this point. I'm logged in, and I'm just going to go to blogger.com to create the actual blog. Okay, so I'll sign in again. Now, we're at the first step to create the blog. So you'll want to be able to assign yourself a name that will be used when you post things, and you'll have to accept the terms of service as well. Now we're at the first step of actually creating the blog. We'll need a title and a URL for the blog to show up on the internet. I'm just going to create this blog as a test. So that can be anything, and I don't know what will be available, but so test blog test 1 2 3 is available, and since this is just a demonstration, I'll just end up deleting this blog afterwards. So I'm going to click through to continue. It now asks us to choose a template. We'll just leave that for now, and we'll be coming back to that later, and click through to continue. And the blog's been created. So it moves us right into the posting tab, where we can create our first post. The first thing we're going to do is look at our settings first and make sure that we've got a few things set up properly. So first of all, you'll want to update this area by putting in a description of what your blog's about. Again, I'll just put this for now. We're not going to add our blog to their listings because we're going to leave this as a private blog. We're also not going to allow search engines to find it as well. Again, this is a class blog, and we don't really need, we don't want any of those features to really be active. And the rest of these settings are fine. Sorry, I need to click Save Settings at the bottom, and then I'll go on to Publishing. We have this domain, and we'll leave it as it is. Formatting, there's not too many things we'll change here. We will just maybe pick the correct time zone for now, and we'll save settings. Comments are simply the ability for people to comment on a posting. So if you post some new article that you've discovered something, then people can say, yes, I found this as well, or what have you. So it's just a way for them to continue the dialogue and discuss things at the end of your post. So we are going to allow members of this blog to comment, and we'll leave all the other settings as is. We're going to leave comment moderation set to never. Moderation is the requirement for the owner of the blog to read the comment and decide whether or not it will show up on the posting. Because we're only allowing our members on this blog, our class members, to make comments, we're going to leave it as never, and just go on to save these. Go on to archiving. We won't change anything under archiving. We won't change anything under site feeds either, or these other two, either email or OpenID. We will, though, under permissions, make some important changes. So we want to only allow blog authors to participate in this blog, and we'll want to add some authors. So we can have we can do this a couple of ways. We can either add a single class email address that people can enter under, or we can add the email addresses of the students. It depends how you want to set it up, but you would add any email addresses here and simply invite them. You can add more than one and invite them to the blog. And that will set up this blog to be a private blog for a class that will not be browsable on the internet by anyone else. And this is an important consideration since we'll be hosting on our particular blogs, we'll be hosting some video clips that we don't want actually to be public because we want this to be a class-only project. So that's about it. We can actually go and view the blog, and in the next step we'll do a little bit of changes to the layouts, and we'll do a first post as well.